Hey there guys, Josh, welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Red. In the last episode, we got through, we defeated the 4th gym, Erica. We got through the Pokemon Tower. We also did the Team Rocket hideout under the Game Corner. We got a lot done. This episode, we're at Celadon City. We're going to head west, and we're going to use Cut to go up the northern part. And there'll be this little house over here. If you actually go to this house, you can go to it after, actually as soon as you reach this city. And as long as I think you've beaten the, I don't know what gym it is actually, but you get the HM02, which is Fly. This is what I was saying in the last part. This is like the better air. Was it? I said Razor Wind. Where the first move, you'll be preparing for it, you'll be up in the air, kind of like invulnerable like you are with Dig. And the second move, you'll attack with a 90 power flying move. But what's also cool about Fly is that you can actually use it to fast travel to any city you've ever been to. And so, we're going to go right back to Celadon just to test it out. And it's really cool, because that way, if you want to go back to Pewter City for whatever reason, you want to go back to Cerulean for whatever reason, you can do that. And it's good to go for you. And because I don't need ducks anymore, we're actually... this part, we're actually going to go to the next city. Now, here's the thing. There are two ways to do this. You can either go west and then south of Celadon City, or you could just go straight up south of Lavender Town. Now, either way, it doesn't matter. You only need to do one. It's recommended that you do both so you can battle every trainer. Because like I said, the next gym, which is the 5th gym, is a poison gym. And it is very strong. I think his first Pokemon he summons, I think, is all 41 or 42. We're actually going to get to it this part too. So if you really don't care about, going through a lot of the stuff, you can skip past half this video. But to get there, there's 2 Pokemon blocking our way on each side. Now, we got the Pokeflute from Mr. Fuji, and the only way to awaken these things is using the Pokeflute and playing this nifty tune. And then the Snorlax woke up and it attacked in a grumpy rage. And what'd you expect? You woke up... I mean, here's the thing. If my wife was sleeping in the middle of the road, and I woke her up, I would expect her to be mad as well, regardless if it's at me. That's just how it is. Now, I do try to... Oh, I didn't know that's what it sounded like. That's right, I don't play this game with audio, now that I think about it. So when I'm hearing the sound effects, this is the first time I'm hearing it. And it's funny, Fly, I could have swore at 100 accuracy, but I think I missed twice in a row or something. And yeah, Snorlax is pretty beefy defense, and it knows Rest, which means that if it, no matter what, even if it has a status condition like Paralyze or Poison, it'll fall asleep and regain its health to full. I do try to catch it, but inevitably I do just kill it because I was going to just catch it for novelty, but I could not get it. And so I'm just not even worried about it anymore. Yeah, this is where I start chucking a couple of Pokeballs. I'm like, well, let's try it. And it just does not work the way I want it to. And like I said, on the this is the west side for the Celadon, and on the east side for Lavender Town, there's also, south of Lavender Town, there's also a Snorlax there, which is of it as well. If you go directly east of Vermilion City, where the 3rd gym is, you'll actually find this earlier. You'll find another Snorlax over there, but you can't bypass it because it's sleeping. This is the way to wake it up. Now, you can go back to Vermilion and then just go east, but I go south of, I guess I don't kill it, just run away. I go south of Lavender because there's a couple trainers there that you can fight. And like I recommend, 100% do it, because the first... it's ridiculous. Okay, so this is what happens. I only show the required trainers, and I think on the side where I'm at right now, the east, west of Celadon, I think there's no required trainers at all. And so, no joke, I skip past everybody because I can. You might run into one or two on accident, but I think I don't battle anybody because you can skip it. I do go back, however, off screen before I fight the gym, and I battle every trainer here. Now, every trainer here got me enough experience for every one of my Pokemon on this side and the other side up to level 36, 37, 38. Not even joking. Everyone gained like 6 levels. That's crazy how much experience this gets you. Now, if you're using a full team, that'll help out. If you're using a couple Pokemon, that'll help out even more. You know, so it's just always recommend you battle every trainer because holy crap. So here we are. We're in the next town, which is... Ugh. It's not until the remakes they tell you like what town it is when you enter it. Oh, what's the name? Fuchsia City. I believe it's Fuchsia. Well, then what's the center city called? Oh my goodness! Wow, I am just at a loss here. Yeah, it's Fuchsia. Oh, it's Saffron's lair. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Fuchsia City. This actually hosts the 5th gym, which is the Poison Gym. This also hosts the Pokemon Safari Zone. Now, the Safari Zone is really cool because it holds like at least 30, maybe not 30, but a good chunk of Pokemon that you've never seen before. Chansey, Scyther, Tauros, stuff like that. And if you're looking for a new Pokemon on your team, I recommend going to the Safari Zone, which I don't think we do this part. I think we do that next part for next weekend. It sucks. I'm actually recording this the day before it'll go up, technically speaking. It's going to go up in 12 hours, actually. It's the 23rd at 12:25 in the morning to start 12:25. And I was going to record this earlier, but I got Persona 5 Royale, right? And I am having a friggin' blast. And I want to play, like right now, I wish I could be playing it, but I know I got responsibilities, I got to record, you know, not just that, but I think I might record an episode or two of Dead Space, because I only have Mondays and Tuesdays recorded, and I need a little more than that. I don't want to, I like to be a little bit of a little ahead than just a day. Like, this is kind of cutting it short, but, you know, Pokemon does take time, because, you know, to make 30-minute parts, I could record for, depending on what goes on, I could record for an hour and only get 20 minutes worth of footage depending on what I do. So far I've been getting lucky. Like last part I recorded about 40 to 45 minutes worth and it got my limit. Same thing with this one. It was about the same. I didn't cut out too much. I just cut out Pokemon Center visits and maybe a trainer or two that was an accidental battle because it's not required. I would show it off, but you know, progression. I gotta make sure we get something done, and I wanted to make sure to get the 2 routes covered and the gym, because that's a good like I said, today's video covers a major chunk of the game, because these 2 routes are the biggest routes in the game. And you don't, like I said, if you just want to go the bare minimum, you only have to go down one. I'd recommend the cycling road, which, yes, you do need a bicycle for, because it's a cycling road. So if you don't have the bicycle, I recommend going to Vermilion City and then talking to the Pokemon chairman at the Pokemon Fan Club, and then going back to Cerulean to get the bicycle. But if you just do not want to do that, then you can go back down on the this side south of Lavender Town, but it'll take you longer because there are more required trainers. I think there's only like 4 or 5. So that's up to you what you think would be faster. I honestly think the bike method would be faster, because I didn't battle a single trainer and it'll take you like 2 minutes to get the bicycle in reality. Because if you have Fly at this point, you don't have to walk back and forth. And it's not like they're super far, even if you have to walk back and forth anyway. But here's the other Snorlax. We are east of Vermilion City right now. And I'm going to put out King out front, because I'm thinking maybe he'll do better. Spoiler warning, he doesn't do any better than I Don't Care did. Ooh, we got the 2. Nice. That's a beautiful tune. And we're going to get into a battle with the Snorlax. Like I said, I want to catch the sucker, but I don't catch the sucker. I wanted to, but I couldn't. It's too strong. I remember when I first tried to play this game back in the day, I wanted to use a Snorlax for my team, because if you don't have another party member, I do recommend Snorlax. Snorlax is bulky. Like, look at this. King is one of my physically strongest Pokemon. I'm using it my strongest move, and it just... Double Edge is the strongest move I have. It didn't even do half its health. Like, that's crazy. You know, it learns Headbutt, Rest. It already comes with both of those. That's strong. Like, it took 3 Thrashes not even to kill it. Amnesia Reg is its special, so if you were to happen to teach it any special moves, for whatever reason, then yeah, it'd be strong. Now here's the thing, if you catch a Snorlax, I believe it can learn Hyper Beam. Amnesia will not, Amnesia in the newer games raises special defense, but because in this game, special is considered one stat. So special defense and special attack are considered the same stat. So that's kind of weird. So that's why, like, Kadabra is really strong, because its special is really high. So not only is its special attack high, but special defense is technically high as well. But in this game, moves, whether it be special or physical, are based off of the type of move that you use. So, like, normal type is physical. You know, grass type, I think, is special. Water is special. Fighting is physical. Stuff like that, regardless if it's actually gonna physically connect or not. Take, for an example, Hyper Beam. It's a beam, right? But it's considered a physical move that makes contact. So, a high special, like if you were to put it on a Kadabra, wouldn't do too much. In the later games, oh yeah, it would decimate with a freaking Hyper Beam, if it could learn it. But, so just gotta be aware of that. So if you'd happen to teach Snorlax moves like Hyper Beam, Amnesia won't affect it at all. So we battled another trainer, which was required, but if you go into this house right here, you'll find another fishing guru. Well, last time we talked to a guru, he gave us an old rod. What are we getting this time? We received this super rod, which you're able to catch more Pokemon, stronger Pokemon, Goldeen, Gyarados, and some like Horsey, stuff like that. Stuff you couldn't catch before, but now you can to fill up more of your Pokédex. Because there is an item you can get for one of Professor Oak's aid, which is optional, called the EXP All, which I didn't know existed in this game, because your Pokemon can't hold items. So, but it exists because it's just in your inventory and you can turn on or off. I looked up and seen if it was worth it for me to try to catch 50 Pokemon and get it for some extra trading. It's really not, because what happens is, say for example, you're in a battle with your Pokemon, right? And the Pokemon would have originally earned 600 experience. Well, because you have EXP All, each Pokemon would earn 100. And so every Pokemon will get experience, but everyone will get less. And so it can be good if you're just trying to train weak Pokemon, just for grinding's sake. At one time you can do that. But if you don't do that, then I wouldn't really see too much of a benefit. It wouldn't really affect you too much. Freaking thirsty. I had Del Taco for dinner. Work was good. I did about $60 in tips today as a Domino's driver. It was fantastic. But tomorrow I work an 8-hour shift. So it's like, I hope I get good tips tomorrow. So we'll see. Ooh, Thunderbolt on Pidgeotto. That's a good move. I wonder who would have thought about that. But Speedy Boy does pretty good on this area, because now that we're past the water, we're going to be fighting a lot of bird keepers. I was going to say bird cagers. These bird keepers, bird Pokemon, but there's not a lot. There's Pidgey, Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot, Spearow, and Fearow. It's just the 5. I don't think there's any more bird Pokemon. But we also have Junior Trainer. Girl Scout cookies are fantastic, by the way. I like the peanut butter ones. Which also hosts a Pidgey, so that's always fun. But like I said, these are required, so we are fighting them. Pidgey goes for the quick attack and does only 7 damage to Lizard. Lizard used Mega Punch but misses. Lizard used Mega Punch again but misses. Oh! Whirlwind. Alright, let's go into Whirlwind real quick. Never teach Whirlwind to your Pokemon. Because in every other game but this one, Whirlwind basically switches out the Pokemon in trainer battles. So let's say if it was in Gen 2, Gold, Silver, Crystal, and that Pokemon used Whirlwind. it would have blown out Lizard and brought out one of my random Pokemon, right? In a wild battle, if you use Whirlwind, it would immediately make you run away from the battle, okay? No big deal with that one. But except in this game, Whirlwind for trainer battles does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. So it's not worth it in the slightest to try to teach it to your Pokemon if it's trying to learn it. Unless you don't bother to buy repels and you just want to run away from everything without buying repels, and it's hard for you to run away because of reason X, Y, or Z, then I guess Whirlwind would be the move for you. But I'm just trying to train Lizard up because it's my last Pokemon that hasn't evolved, but it evolves at level 36. So it's going to take some time. This last has a bunch of I think it's 5 level 24 Pokemon. But we got a Meowth, that's right. And I need to teach Lizard something else other than Ember. Wow, that was a critical hit. Okay. I need to teach it like Flamethrower, which we actually get later on as a TM, I believe. I haven't recorded that far. Like, I think this is the farthest I've recorded in the Safari Zone. That's about it. So I haven't really done too much else beyond this. I need to, though. But I can always record during the day when my wife and daughter are awake because I don't have to, talk. I could just play the game and just be normal. I was just planning my route. It's like, all right, well, I know the exit's over there, so how do I get beyond this? And this is all from memory because I played See, this was an accident. I didn't mean to battle him. So I honestly just cut this out. There we go. Easy peasy. I think that's the last of the required trainers for this area. And the rest is smooth sailing back to Fuchsia City. Yep. No, I guess not. No, actually, he was not required either. And I cut him out too. Come on, cut him out, come on. There we go. Cool beans. And like I said, there's little bird keepers. You're going to find these bikers use poison Pokemon. So if you have a Diglett or Dugtrio, he'll, no joke, Diglett or Dugtrio will help you a lot in the next gym because it's poison type. He doesn't use Zubat or Golbat, so you don't have to worry about flying. There is a tree to cut right there. I think there's 1 or 2 trainers up there, but it doesn't do anything. I didn't cut out this Oh, this is why I didn't cut it out. There's a freaking... I saw that. I'm like, there's a wild Ditto? Because usually you find it at the Pokemon Mansion. But I found wild Ditto. It's not like you can breed in this game anyway. But the fact that you can find him here, I didn't even know that. So I thought it was interesting. She's the only trainer up there on that path. So if you have a cut, it's always good to go up there. Because there is a TM up there. Which I don't show off what it is. But I don't think it's anything important off the top of my head. But now that we're here, what I was talking about with the EXP All, it's right here. If you've caught 50 different kinds of Pokemon, then he'll give it to you. I haven't caught 50. I think I check and I only have caught like 14, something like that. It's not worth it in reality. Like if you don't have to catch 50 different kind of Pokemon, you can catch a Pokemon and then evolve it. It's the same thing. It's kind of misleading that way. But we're a little over halfway done with the video now, and we've gotten with both sides of routes to Fuchsia City. So now what we're going to do is actually, I think we're going to go battle the gym now. I'm going to go heal. I think I'm going to do a smooth cut right here. Okay, maybe I'm not going to do a smooth cut. Whatever. But after we're done healing, I think I do a new session, because then I go battle all the trainers. All those trainers. Yep, there it is. And we're actually, sorry about the jump cut. Actually, we're now in we're back in Pewter City, because there's something I do want to get before I do forget. If you go to Pewter City, all the way up north, there's the Pokemon Museum. If you use cut on the tree on the east side of the building, you're able to go through into the side entrance and talk to the scientist, who will actually give you this old amber. You don't know what it is, and he says you can restore it at a Pokemon lab, and you have it examined. So I'm like, oh, okay. And so you just hang on to that for a bit. We're not quite there just yet, but once we are there, I will make note of it, because it is pretty nifty. And the Pokemon out of the old amber is one of the strongest Pokemon in the game, so it's definitely worth your time if you want a new Pokemon member. I will tell you right now, if you do choose to do it, if you're playing along, it is rock and flying type. So if you're like, well, I already have a Geodude on my team involved into a Graveler, so I don't really need another rock. So that's up to you. So here we go. We are now in the 5th gym. Fuchsia City's gym, the Poison Gym, Koga's gym. So the juggler sent out Hypno. Now this battle, so level 35 is pretty high. I didn't want to evolve it just yet. I want to do it on screen. But this Hypno, oh my goodness, gave me the most crap. Look how much this Psychic does. It's freaking crazy. It almost killed me, and my special fell. Like, I was like, holy crap, what do I summon now? I got nothing for this Hypno. I have absolutely no moves that are super effective against Psychic types. I think the only moves that are super effective against Psychic types is Bug. Bug and Ghost. I think the only Ghost type move in this game was Nightshade, and that wasn't even a Ghost move. It was just based on your level is how much the damage it does. So the only things that are strong against Psychic types in this game is freaking Bug types. So if Psychic types are incredibly freaking broken in this generation because there's almost nothing that goes against it. It's crazy. Because Dark wasn't invented yet. So Garrett, Super Upset Derp's Bite isn't Dark type. It's normal type. So it won't do the damage that you want it to do. But at the same time, Psychic types don't have the best physical defense. So if you're trying to damage it, Upset Derp would do pretty good. So this is Drowsy, the pre-evolution of Hypno. I call it the chocolate-dipped anteater because its bottom half looks like it's dipped in chocolate. And it's just a pain, this gym, because I thought Lizard could handle it, and I've never used Charmander line on ever in my life. I think I've done it a little bit in the remakes, but like, oh my goodness. I'm not used to this, you know? Like, I've also never beaten this. I've never gotten this far in the originals. So this is all new to me, the fact that these Pokemon are so strong. I'm not used to not having something against it, like a Dark-type move, at least. So, the fact that I'm having such a hard time is crazy. And Lizard is not the best it could possibly be. Oh, here's a Kadabra, and watch it just get, I think it gets one shot in this freaking Mega Punch. Critical hit, yeah. Even I think it would have made it faint even without a critical hit. Look at that, level 36. I wonder what happens level 36. It's gonna evolve after this battle as long as it stays alive. I switch it out so it doesn't die. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Seizure Procedure. Bubble Beam's strong, but its flash is pretty good, pretty something fierce. Yeah, another Drowsy. I don't know why. This is a poison gym and it has psychic types. There's 6 poison type Pokemon we've come across, so 7 poison type. Yeah, I don't know why it has. There's plenty of other poison type Pokemon that it could have used. They could have had. There's Coughing, Wheezing, Grimer, Muck, Zubat, Golbat, and Ekans, and even Arbok. You know, that's a good chunk. But here we go. Lizard's evolving. There we go. Originally, Charmeleon evolved into my Charizard. I remember, now I haven't tested this. I will test it probably tomorrow or the next day. I remember there was a rumor / meme / something that I heard in this game, or a game, it might, I don't know if it's true or not, I have to test it, that the move Fly, Charizard cannot learn Fly, even though it has wings. So I remember I was telling my friends at work, it's like, oh yeah, I'm Let's Playing Pokemon Red, da, da, da. They're like, did you teach Charizard to fly? I don't know if it can. I'm like, good question. And I haven't got to that point yet, but I want to know if it can learn Fly or not. It should be able to, because it's a fire flying type. So we're going to find out. Because if it can't learn it, I'm going to call bullcrap, because Doduo, as far as I'm aware, can learn Fly. And it ain't got no wings. I always make a joke saying it spins its heads around real fast like a freaking helicopter. Even when it evolves into a Dodrio, it's just a faster helicopter. See, why are you having a Sandslash when it's a poison gym? It's poison. Use a poison type Pokemon. There's plenty. There you go, Arbok. I think this is your second one, or the one you switched out. If you switched, I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention. Yeah, that's an Arbok. Poison's a perfect, man. I remember I got Soul Silver back in the day when it first came out with the Pokewalker and everything. I was the happiest kid. But I was like, yeah, I want to use some different Pokemon than just normal. And I've never played the Gen 2 before. It was my first experience. So I didn't know what Pokemon I could get. So I picked Totodile as my starter. So that was pretty cool. And then the next Pokemon I caught, I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's an Ekans. Let's pick Ekans. And I evolved into Arbok, and I used it my whole game. And I thought it was really strong. I liked it. Its attack was really freaking high. And then I remember I beat the game. And I'm like, you know, I want to restart it. Let's try out some new Pokemon. So I restarted it. And as soon as I restarted it, I deleted the file. And I restarted a new game. And in Pokemon, I went to go pick up my starter. And the Totodile was shiny. The Totodile was a shiny Totodile. I'm like, holy crap, that's amazing. And so I obviously picked that. You know, it's like a freaking shiny. I'm not going to pass that up. So I get that. Then I'm playing the game like normal. I'm like, you know what, let's check out Ekans. And so the first encounter on the route south of the first gym city where I caught my Ekans was also shiny. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I beat the game with a certain team. If I go back and catch the Pokemon again, are they all going to be shiny? Like, did I encounter, like, oh, this is what happens. We beat the game with your 6 Pokemon. They all become shiny. Like, that's 2 Pokemon in one run. It was my first try. I wasn't even looking for it to be shiny. I was like, holy crap. It didn't happen with any of the other Pokemon. But the fact of the matter is I had 2 shiny Pokemon in the same game file. Super freaking easily. You know, like, before I beat the first gym. Like, that was freaking crazy. I wasn't even trying. Thought it was I still think it's the craziest story. I always have fond memories with that. What are we saying? Another Drowsy. Wow, chocolate demand eaters. Here we come. Why can't I wonder if it's dipped in chocolate? And it's black and white. It could be like, I don't know, like maybe vanilla topping and not, maybe it's actually black on the bottom and it's dipped in vanilla on top, or dipped in banana because in the other games it's yellow on top. So it could be dipped in banana. You know, why not? Oh, if it's considered an anteater, I think. So like, what is an ant in the Generation 1? Like I know, oh, it's a nose. I know in Generation 5 there's a Pokemon called Durant, but it already has an anteater predator. So that's a thing. And I doubt Durant. Well, that's not true. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Pokemon that they've created back in the day. Like even they have now. They have on like the Pokemon creative table that they've never used yet. Like I can almost guarantee you that Pokemon that were created for Gen 2 that never made the cut went to Gen 4 or 5. I can almost guarantee it. Because you know, they probably have a lot of cool ideas. And there's probably a lot of people being like, hey, you know, what about this idea? You can use it if you want. And then they use it or they don't. But it's always on the table. Like all these ROM hacks, there's a bunch of creative people out there trying to create their own Pokemon for years. And some are really cool. Like, I think there's this meme out there. I think it's called Thin King. Where it's a thin, slow Snorlax. No, not Thin King. Thinlax. Where it's a thin Snorlax and it's a fighting type. Because I guess all the types are switched up in this ROM hack. I don't know what it is. But I thought it's funny because a lot of memes is like, I don't want to fight you, Thinlax. And Thinlax, I wouldn't want to fight me neither. And he's like in a fighter pose, like all thin. He's like, what you doing? Eat a sandwich. You're supposed to be fat. That's just about. And this trainer right here was on the southwest part of the gym that I just completely missed. So I'm battling it now, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there are, yes, invisible walls that you can blatantly see the lines for. So, you know. Basically, just follow the trainers. I should have fast forwarded. If I fast forward all the ones in Erica's gym, I should have fast forwarded the ones here. But I feel like because there was just more happening, because in the Erica's gym, it was just spamming a flying type move, and I win. This one, I was struggling against them gym trainers, because they all had freaking Drowsies and Hypnos, and it was like, ugh. And now we have the gym leader. Is Koga. He is the 5th gym, the Poison Gym. The leader of Fuchsia City's gym. He can be tough if you have not trained for this. Remember I said his first Pokemon was in the 40s? I was incorrect. It's 37. My bad. One of his Pokemon's in the 40s. Coughing, level 37. Poison type. Tackle, Smog, Sludge, and Smoke Screen. Now, with the coughing and wheezing lineup, this game came out before abilities were a thing. So it does not have Levitate. So feel free to go with the ground type moves, because it will hit it. Next is Muck, I think is what it said. Yes. Muck, level 39. Poison type. Disable. Poison gas. Minimize. And sludge. Be careful of minimize, because minimize spamming, it will do it if you're not careful. And it will be very tough to hit the thing. But a thing you can do is if you say, for example, I have a Ponyta or a Rapidash, and you use the move Stomp while it's in minimized, it'll actually do double damage. Another coughing, level 37, same moves, tackle, smog, smoke, sludge, and smoke screen. And it just keeps using X stuff. So we use dig, and it does not hit it, but I am hurt by the poison. I'm trying to make it so Lizard just does this whole gym, just as its perfect debut battle, because it is strong. It's two-shotting all these Pokemon, no matter how strong they are. And I think it's only level 36 or 37 as well. There we go. And now it's time for his last Pokemon, which is Wheezing, at level 43, Smog, Sludge, Toxic, and Self-Destruct. Which you want to be careful for self-destruct, because it uses self-destruct. It will kill itself, but it will do 200 damage to you. You'll be very careful about that. Or it can blow itself up while you're underground and you take absolutely no damage. That's why I was quiet the whole time. I'm like, oh, come on, freaking do it. And I know you do it. I thought it was hilarious because Charizard's underneath. Or Lizard, I'm sorry, is underneath. It didn't take a single lick of damage because it was under the ground. So there we go. It is very tough if you don't have a ground type move or a psychic type, because they're pretty dang bulky. The fact that I had Charizard with Dig was the only thing I had against it. But I do get TM06, which I think is Toxic, which is considered a badly poisoned move, where I'm teaching it to 420 because what happens is better than Poison Powder. It does double the damage each turn. So let's say it has 2 damage, then 4, then 8, then 16, then 32, then 64, then 128. It just keeps going and building, where even if they fully heal, it'll do bad damage each and every turn. It's very strong. And there's a Pokemon that you can't beat very easily, but you can wall. So if you have like a really strong wall, I recommend teaching Toxic to the wall. But that's it, guys, for this episode of Pokemon Red. I thank you all for watching. Next episode, we're going to go through the Safari Zone and get some more progress done. I think we're going to Saffron to Silph Co. See you guys then. Goodbye.